Welcome to episode 184 of the Lone Hockey Podcast, where today we're going to be talking about some standouts in last night's matchup between Dallas and the Rangers. And Dallas, they came away with a 5-4 win in overtime, and the Rangers, obviously another loss, another tough loss for them here in a game that they could have easily won, but they didn't. And they did show up. They had some scoring. It was just more a matter of those guys weren't able to fully execute. And in 3-on-3, they just let up some chances that were very crucial. So with the Rangers side, Artemi Panarin obviously is really good. He's really exciting to watch. He was one of their most noticeable players with 3 assists and 3 points in total. And he was noticeable as a passer, noticeable as a playmaker, very noticeable at being able to generate plays off the puck and being able to make reads in terms of his lateral play in the ozone and how he's moving diagonally across the ozone as well. So he's very effective from that perspective. And then Vincent Trocheck and Alexei Lafreniere, two guys who have also been very effective. Lafreniere slowed down a little bit over the course of the year thus far. He had a really good start to the season. He's kind of become more even keeled in terms of his production as of late, but which is totally understandable in terms of the Rangers as a whole. They're not getting a ton of scoring, so it makes sense why his scoring's kind of tapered off in that sense. And then Trocheck, he looked very good all around, just as an offensive presence with 2 goals and an assist. And then you look at his two-way ability and how he's able to be engaged there, and then you look at his ability to be a physical presence as well. So he's noticeable on many different fronts. He's very noticeable, obviously, as a passer, as a shooter, and he can create a lot of volume there, but very effective in general as being able to make plays and make reads off the puck that translate. So he was really good. And then I actually really liked Will Borgen throughout this game. I thought he was noticeable as a puck mover. Obviously, the guy who was acquired for Capo Caco. And so far, I don't feel like he's going to be necessarily super heavily relied upon top four defenseman, but certainly a guy that can move up and down their top six and be really reliable there. I thought he was really effective, really steady, brought that physical presence and then that defensive presence and shutdown presence. And of course, Adam Fox and Ryan Lindgren together were really good. And I really liked Brett Berard's game in terms of his tenacity on the forecheck, his reads on the forecheck, how he's very aware offensively at being able to find space and anticipate space. And he's really done a good job with that so far throughout his shorter tenure. And he's been very noticeable in short spurts. I feel like he's a guy you can rely upon in every single situation, off the puck, on the puck, and he's a guy who can be very reliable from many different perspectives as well. So Berard was noticeable. I really liked his game. And then on Dallas' side, Thomas Harley, 3-point game, and has had spurts of multiple point games throughout the year and was creating a lot of volume on his shots. I thought his ozone playmaking was really noticeable. His ability to walk the line, his ability to keep his head up, maintain his vision, and maintain awareness of the ice there was very effective. And then just his ability to control space, control pressure, being able to maneuver guys, and being able to create space in his own right. I felt like he was very effective at being able to make many different reads when it came to offensive playmaking and how he was able to do that there. And he was overall very effective offensively and from a transition offense perspective as well. And then Evgeny Dodonov and Jason Robertson, two guys who I think they've needed a little more production. And Robertson, obviously, he's been very good, and you would like a little bit more goals out of him, but at the same time, he's still been very productive and offensively noticeable. So that's really good to see there. Dodonov brings that speed gear. He had 2 points in this game. He brings that speed, that flair, and that ability to be a straight line threat when it comes to his speed. And then Jason Robertson, more of a guy who relies on instincts, hockey sense, and timing to be able to get his reads right and get to open ice situations effectively as well. So he was noticeable. And then Matt Duchene, I felt like Matt Duchene was really noticeable handling the puck in transition, handling pucks offensively, making reads offensively, and just being able to generate a lot of space that way. And he's very effective at being able to create space in many different ways.